Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Remote Learning, boys and girls. This is our fifth week, and we are going to start our first lesson of this week. This is page number 58. Here is the chapter 13. This chapter is the environment of South Asia. Again, this chapter is from our geography section. Before this chapter, we have gone through the chapter which was again from the South Asian region, that is industry in South Asia. South Asia is a region which is having the countries which are mostly developing countries. They have their specific problems, specific societies, and specific kind of the surrounding in them. So environment is basically the surrounding which is around. Before this chapter, we studied about the industry in South Asia, where we have gone through the fact that the industries within the South Asian regions are mostly dependent upon the surrounding, the availability of resources, and the kind of ores or mines which are present in there. So that is why the environment plays an important role. So this includes both land, air, and water. The environment of South Asia is about the surrounding of South Asia. So let's start with the reading of this chapter. This is page number 58 of your reading book. And before I start the reading and discussion, you people keep your copies, books, and stationery items with you so that you may do the written work once I complete the discussion. So let's start with the reading of the chapter. First of all, environment is a word which is used today. Environment means the surroundings. As I told you, it includes both land, air, and water. So environment means the surroundings or the things which are around us, and wherever we go, these things, land, water, and air, are found everywhere. So they make the surrounding of any city, country, and vice versa. So the environment has certain issues. It is sometimes polluted to such an extent that it may become harmful. What is pollution? Pollution means the disturbance in the environment and change in the environment. So change might be in the air, in the water, and in land as well. So today in this chapter we will discuss about the changes that are taking place rapidly with the environment of South Asia. Before I start, I would like to recall the South Asian countries which we studied in the previous chapters. They were all developing, and the name of countries are India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Maldives, Bhutan, and Nepal. So these countries have mostly developing nations and factories and small mills, and you can say other kinds of waste material which is made by the factories is thrown in water, air, and land as well. For example, the factory can produce both the air pollution, like in the form of smoke, and it may cause the harmful pollutants, and they can be drained directly into the water, and sometimes the scrap or the solid pieces of garbage, they may produce the land pollution. So factories, mills, and other production areas, they are going to produce large amount of pollution in all the big cities where these are found. So air, we will talk about all kind of pollutions which are faced by the environment of South Asia today. First of all, we will talk about the air pollution. As you all know, air pollution is high risk for the mankind, because the factories, the mills, and the production areas, they are releasing large amount of gases which are not needed, and they are taken up by the living things like plants and animals. And most and top of the list is that these the air which is surrounding the environment and forming the blanket around the earth to protect it from heat from the sun, that is going to be erased by the uh, gases which are released by the factories. So this is creating a hole like structure in the ozone layer. So this is above the of our earth's atmosphere. So the hole in the ozone layer is very dangerous, because ozone protects us from the sun's radiation, and loss of ozone has is bringing the harmful effect to all the living things on the earth. So if changes are taking place in the weathers of the earth globally, we are having the high temperature before, which was not before. And due to high temperature, the ice is melting from the uh, polar areas. So air pollution is one thing which is very dangerous for the all kind of living things on the earth, and it is creating the temperature rise in the earth. And due to rise in the temperature, there is a global warming, and rainfall is decreasing and temperature is increasing, which is causing the melting of ice and then rise in the sea level. So next type of pollution that we will talk about, that is the solid waste pollution, that is the land pollution. Land pollution, that is usually the people, they are using such kind of materials which are non cyclable. For example, the plastic is the most common example. We are using many kind of materials in our daily life, but most of them are recyclable, so they are not going to damage the land or the earth surface. So they are not causing any kind of pollution. They are recycled and reused, and they can be used by the by different kind of factories in order to make new things. But sometimes the materials are not recyclable, and at that time they are going to be dangerous for the life on the earth as well, because they are not going to decompose or not recycle. So they will be remain here as a rubbish for hundreds of years. So this is a big harm to the uh, mm, to the people or the living things which are living in the earth surface. So it is very important to reduce the use of such kind of products which are waste and they are non cyclable, and we must change them with the products which could be recycled. For example, the plastic is non recyclable, we must avoid its use. Sometimes it is recyclable, and so that at that time it could be used. For example, the broken parts of plastic, the plastic bottles, they can be recycled by melting, and similarly the tins can be recycled by melting. But some things like shopping bag of made up of polythene, they are non recyclable, so they could not be recycled. So in that case, what we have to do, they will stay here on the earth's surface as a rubbish for hundreds of years. So we must avoid the use of these plastic or shopping bags. So big kind of garbage and dumps, they are actually the huge hazard for the mankind and the living things on the earth. So then we will talk about the other pollution, that is industrial pollution. This pollution is again a big kind of hazard for the living things, and we will talk now only about the water pollution. The factories or drains of the factories, they are uh, throwing the poisonous material from the factories, which is uh, produced during the production processes, and they are throwing directly into the water and streams, and ultimately the all the content which is poisonous is in nature, and it is very toxic for the living things in the water. Aquatic life is quite in hazard by these toxic materials, so that all is found in water, and water is then used up by the living things. So we are making the life of those people who are using this water miserable and in danger. And in the same way, some toxin can even kill the living things which are in water, like fish or turtles or other living animals. So industrial pollution is another cause that is causing the water pollution to a high extent, and that is dangerous for the upcoming for our resources. And we have to just avoid the use of such materials which are produced once, and they should not be thrown into the water directly. They should be managed properly. So we will discuss more about it in our upcoming lesson. Today we will do our question for today. The question is, recycling means making use of old and discarding things. Give two examples of how old household goods are recycled. This is question number A. The answer is kitchen garbage can be used to make the compost, and tins can be melted to reuse. Our second part of this question is, can you think of some people who collect materials for recycling? The old paper utensils and glassware are brought by the waste dealers who later sort it and sell it as a scrap. Our third part is, name three causes of atmospheric pollution, that is smoke from the factories, fumes from the motors, and then fumes from the factories, uh, which are actually chemicals in nature. They are basically destroying the environment. So that is all for today's lesson, boys and girls. Do your work and submit it in the Google Classroom timely. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.